Now to a meeting in Washington today that could have a real impact on your summer travel plans. The FAA sat down with the airlines to talk about cutting back the number of flights in and out of O'Hare this summer.
The idea is to ease congestion, reduce air traffic control delays, but travelers may end up paying a price for this. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski is on the story, live at O'Hare tonight. Charlie?
Well, Stefan, the Chicago Department of Aviation was also part of that meeting in Washington. While, of course, there are concerns about airline safety and passenger comfort that are part of this discussion, a big part of it is also a business struggle between the two major carriers here at O'Hare, and one that will definitely have an impact on the spring and the summer travel plans of many travelers. With the busy spring break travel season almost here, the FAA says it wants to limit the number of flights at the nation's busiest airport.
That would impact me.
Karen Fritzie is concerned.
I fly quite a bit. I have a second home in Florida.
Booking those flights may soon get harder, the FAA says. Published airline schedules show more than 3,000 daily takeoffs and landings are expected on peak days, compared to a peak of 2,680 operations during last year. It wants to cap the number of flight operations per day at around 2,800 to reduce what it says is overscheduling and severe congestion.
Right now, the FAA is thinking that the summer flight schedule is so intense that there could be runway delays. But when you have that, you have overworked air traffic controllers.
But Joe Schwieterman says there is more at play, including a battle between United and American to increase their flights out of O'Hare.
This is a whole new level of, you might say, dispute resolution that two airlines are quite accusatory of each other about predatory expansion, particularly American accusing United, and FAA is stepping in.
O'Hare is also in the midst of a $6 billion renovation that will include the construction of a new global terminal to replace Terminal 2. In a statement issued last week, the Chicago Department of Aviation said the CDA looks forward to continued collaboration with the U.S. Transportation Department and the airline partners in the days ahead to finalize a temporary adjustment to the summer schedule at O'Hare that ensures safe and efficient operations, while taking into account current gate availability, air traffic control staffing capacity, and ongoing construction activity.
The ticket prices might go up because there's less available.
For George Smolak on his way to Arizona, the reduced flights and higher prices would be an inconvenience. But one thing he says is more important.
Safety should be the number one issue to be considered. Can O'Hare handle so many flights?
Now, other airlines have been given time to chime in on this in writing to the FAA. As for O'Hare, it says it does have the capacity to handle additional flights and will have even more capacity after the time of the construction is over. As far as these flights, the reductions could very well be temporary, ending as soon as October of this year. We're still waiting to hear more from the FAA and the results of that meeting. Reporting live at O'Hare, I'm Charlie Wojciechowski. Back to you.
Okay. We'll be watching, Charlie. Thank you so much.